Tonight on your MTN 530 News, a local highway known for its dangerous and even deadly roads.
You have your best friend die laying on the highway. You tell me how you'd feel.
We find out what's being done to keep the public safe. Plus,
I'm Jonathan Andarian in Helena. While Montana's Eastern Congressional District has been dominated by Republicans, two Democratic candidates are already in the race, challenging Republican Congressman Troy Downing. I'll introduce you to those candidates.
And later, a new space sparking children's curiosity in Hill County.
I am Justin Robichaux at the fun-filled Play to Learn Center in Havre. We'll tell you what this museum provides for kids on MTN News.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, and thank you for trusting KRTV for your 530 News. I'm Tim McGonigal. First this evening, we begin along Highway 287 on the way to Helena. If you travel that route, you've no doubt driven a stretch of road that has a track record for being dangerous, even deadly. MTN's Marion Davidson looked into the causes and what can be done to minimize fatalities.
Each one of these crosses represents someone.
It's my dad. I mean, he was my best friend.
A life cut short.
You have your best friend die laying on the highway. You tell me how you'd feel.
Matt Zetto is not alone in his grief.
I'm going a minute at a time. I don't know if I'm going to get angry, if I'm going to start crying. I don't know. Sometimes I can't even think. I just have to sit there.
Todd Anderson's wife, Jessica, was killed right here. She was driving to pick up her son in Helena, traveling northbound when her Jeep Grand Cherokee hit a GMC Sierra turning left onto Highway 12 from Silos Road.
Beautiful, heartfelt woman that I miss dearly.
According to the Montana Highway Patrol, in the past 5 years, there have been at least 99 crashes along this 20-mile stretch of Highway 287 in Broadwater County.
6 of those resulted in suspected serious injury, and 3 of them were fatal. In fact, all 3 of those fatal crashes happened within 2 miles of right here.
I don't have an answer how to fix it, but I think the best option is to slow it down.
Matt and Todd and others who live near this stretch of Highway 287 and travel it want to see change.
If we go from here to the other side of Winston, 55, it might help a little more reactionary time. I ain't telling you that people ain't going to still die. We're talking about driving vehicles, but the fact of the matter, maybe people have a touch more time to react.
Most all 2-lane highways in Montana have a speed limit of 70 miles per hour during the day and 65 miles per hour at night. But exceptions can be made.
That's where our process comes into play, the speed study process out of the Traffic and Safety Bureau.
A speed study is just what it sounds like. MDT gathers data, then recommends changes to the Transportation Commission, which can approve exceptions to highway speed limits. But reduced speeds do not always mean increased safety.
There's a certain percentage of the population that abide by those signs. There's a larger percentage of the population that they pay attention to the roadway context. It's out there, it's rural, wide open roadway. It feels comfortable to drive at about 70 miles an hour.
There are other things that can be done to make a roadway safer. Through the federally funded Highway Safety Improvement Program, MDT can study an area of road where there are fatal and serious injury crashes and come up with possible solutions.
Whether it's signing improvements, all the way up to adding turn lanes and such.
There are plans for a $15 to $20 million project to widen almost 5 miles of this road, starting just past mile marker 70, but that's tentatively scheduled for 2029. No matter what changes happen, the families of people killed here live with the grief every day.
He was laying right there right to the right of that stop sign.
Families haunted by a highway that's still claiming lives.
So I go around the subdivision now, go down to the end to turn right. I will turn left, but I will not turn right.
In Broadwater County, Marion Davidson, MTN News.
Montana game wardens are investigating after a mule deer buck was shot and left to waste in Black Eagle Park on Sunday evening. A quick note, the following image may be disturbing to some viewers. This deer was likely shot near the pavilion and died by the baseball fields. Game warden Mike Tucker says the incident is especially concerning because it happened in a public park where families gather. Anyone with information can call 406-594-4813 or visit tipmont.dot.mt.gov. Tips can remain anonymous and may be eligible for a reward of up to $1,000.
For the first day all week, we have not had to worry about the wind today, as the wind has been light in most locations for the entire day, with sustained wind speeds generally between 0 and 10 miles per hour. To go along with the lack of wind, we've also had mild temperatures again today, although it's been cooler than it has been over the past couple of days. Right now along the high line, temperatures are in the 40s in most spots. South of the high line, we are in the low to mid 50s in most locations. We also had partly to mostly cloudy skies throughout the day today, and there were a couple rain showers out there this morning, but really most locations have been dry for the entire day. The wind is going to increase as we go through tomorrow, with widespread gusty to strong winds expected on Friday. We're also going to have unseasonably warm temperatures tomorrow, highs in the 60s and low 70s in a few spots, may even set a new record high temperature, including Great Falls. Temperatures will cool down as we head into Friday, and there will be some precipitation around as well. Now have a look at your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
Tonight, we're continuing our look at the candidates in the running so far in Montana's 2026 congressional elections. And today, MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian is breaking down the Eastern Congressional District, where 2 Democrats have launched campaigns against the Republican incumbent.
Since Montana was divided into congressional districts in 2022, the 2nd district has been dominated by Republicans. Last year, Republican Congressman Troy Downing won his election by 32 points. The 2nd congressional district covers most of central and eastern Montana, including Great Falls, Helena, and Billings. Downing is serving his first term in Congress after his time as Montana state auditor. He's touting President Donald Trump's endorsement going into the 2026 campaign. While the Eastern District poses a daunting challenge for Democrats, 2 candidates have filed to challenge Downing. Both are making their first runs for office. Brian Miller is an attorney from Helena. He believes voters in the district don't feel they got what they wanted from the Trump administration, and that there's anger about issues like tariffs and Medicaid cuts.
I think a lot of citizens right now feel like government is not listening to them. And that's something that I'm trying to do. I'm listening to people, and I think that whether you're a conservative or a liberal or an independent, that's a very important element that people feel is missing right now.
Sam Lux is a farrier from Great Falls. He says his job has introduced him to people across the district, including many farmers and ranchers, and given him a feel for the challenges they're facing.
I'm out there every day with them. I see what they go through. I know the price of wheat right now. I know how much it's costing them to make it, and I know how hard it is to repair that equipment. And that's the kind of person we need representing the farming community.
While Miller and Lux are technically competitors for the Democratic nomination, they both say they've become friendly during the campaign, and they'll each gladly support the other if they win the primary.
You know, at the end of the day, we're both here to help people. We're not here for just the personal glory and gain. And so, you know, he's invited me out to his events. I've been inviting him to my events. You know, we try to work as closely as we can together.
Whoever wins, may the best man win. Whoever the voters decide is the best person to represent them, but we're not going to be tearing at each other.
Of course, there's one major statewide election on the ballot next year, the race for the U.S. Senate seat currently held by Steve Daines. On Thursday, I'll have a closer look at who's running in that race. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
A new place to play and learn is taking shape in Hill County. The Children's Museum recently opened in downtown Havre, giving kids there a chance to learn through hands-on experiences. MTN's Justin Robichaud has more on what this means for families in the area.
Plant a Seed Read offers the Play to Learn Center, an interactive children's museum where kids learn through hands-on activities.
I'm very excited to have this facility. My kid loves to be here. We are able to provide something that, the community really needed, a place for the small little ones to play, learn, and for parents to be able to interact with children.
Plant a Seed Read Executive Director Erica Cervantes explains some of the fun spots kids can play.
We have several exhibits. As we can see, we are at the grocery store one. We have little cashiers, we have little registers, we have a doctor station with a work and operation table.
Play to Learn representative Dr. Alex Kemp adds, the museum enhances well-being for children.
But it's really also about a holistic wellness need. And we do that through our educational exhibits and promoting health and wellness through embodied play.
What was then an idea and now is a reality, according to Kemp, the community can enjoy the Play to Learn Center.
Over long periods of time and many, many hours in collaboration, this place was slowly built. And to see that it's come to fruition is not just a personal dream, but it's a shared dream.
If you would like more information about the Play to Learn Center, visit our website. In Havre, Justin Robichaux, MTN News.
Coming up, community partners coming together to educate the public about homelessness. More on the annual Night Without a Bed event when we come back.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. The third annual Night Without a Bed awareness event is coming to the University of Providence Student Center. Students in Great Falls have partnered with 15 different organizations to serve our neighbors facing homelessness. And on November 20th from 5 to 8 p.m., they'll educate attendees about the many services available for individuals and families facing homelessness.
When you think of homelessness, even in Great Falls here, you think about me with my beard a little bit longer and my fatigue jacket, you know, out downtown here somewhere. And that's not the homelessness that we're talking about. We're talking over 200 kiddos right now in Great Falls Public School System that have identified it as homeless.
The free event is open to the public, but donations will be accepted. The overall goal is to bring awareness and inspiration to the community on how to eliminate homelessness. Former Montana resident and public speaker Luke Swenson will be back in Big Sky Country later this month as part of the Imagine, Believe, Achieve School Assembly program. Swenson is collaborating with the Toole County Health Department to bring 9 school assemblies and 3 community events to north central Montana, all about youth mental health and inspiration. Swenson grew up in Montana for 13 years and sends a special thank you to the state of Montana for all it has done for him.
It's a message about, showing these kids that there's so much more to their life than they may think. That no matter what you go through, right, no matter how difficult it is, no matter what it may be, there is always something that can get you through it. And there are always people that are there to help. Especially now, I know that so many students struggle with the fact that they feel like they have nobody.
The community events are open to the public and all start at 6:30 p.m. Choteau on November 18th, then Shelby on the 19th, and Conrad on the 20th. You can find more details about each location on our website.
We got a much needed break from the wind today, but gusty to strong winds will return as we head into the end of the work week, and I'll let you know how strong that wind is going to be after the break.
Download your free KRTV News app and take MTN News with you.
Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Ryan Dennis.
Welcome back, everyone. We have had pleasant weather for your Wednesday. On the Opportunity Bank of Montana weather camera, we have had partly to mostly cloudy skies and dry conditions throughout the day today in the capital city. In Great Falls, we have had pretty nice weather today as well. Mostly cloudy skies, and there were a couple showers around this morning, but most of today has been dry. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 40s and low to mid 50s, so it's still fairly mild out there, but it is cooler than it has been over the past few days. And the coolest temperatures right now are along the high line. We've also had a lack of wind today in basically all locations within north central Montana. Sustained wind speeds have been between 0 and 10 miles per hour for the entire day. Satellite and radar is pretty quiet right now. Yes, we have had cloud cover today, but it has been mostly dry. Tomorrow, we will continue to have mostly dry conditions, and we'll be able to see some sunshine as well. But there is another disturbance that is going to be working its way into the Pacific Northwest tomorrow, and that will work its way through Montana as we head into Friday. So that is going to cool our temperatures down, and it is going to bring some scattered rain and mountain sun showers to the state as well. Now, as we go through this evening and tonight, we are going to have mostly to partly cloudy skies, and it is going to be dry tonight. We're also going to have a chance to see the northern lights again tonight. So if you are able to get away from city lights, make sure you have a clear view of the northern horizon, and you may be able to see the northern lights once again, although the show tonight may not be quite as good as it was last night. Tomorrow it's going to be a pretty nice day. We are going to have partly to mostly sunny skies. There will be a Chinook arch cloud around during the morning, which should dissipate some as we head into the afternoon and the evening. Cloud cover increases tomorrow night with some rain showers possible after midnight, especially along the Continental Divide. As we head into Friday, not a washout of a day, but you may want to have that rain jacket handy. In the lower elevations, there will be some scattered rain showers around throughout the day with some snow in the higher terrain. And it's possible as we head into late Friday afternoon and Friday evening, as a cold front begins to work its way through the state, that we could see a little bit of lower elevation snow along the high line. And then there will be a few rain and sun showers Friday night into Saturday morning as that cold front continues to work its way through our area. Snow accumulation through Friday evening will mainly be in the higher terrain. In Glacier National Park, up to a half foot of snow accumulation is possible. In the other mountains within central and north central Montana, generally less than an inch of accumulation is expected, and little to no snow accumulation is expected in the lower elevations. We did get a break from the wind today, but the wind is going to increase as we go through tonight, initially along the Rocky Mountain front and then out across portions of the plains. The wind will continue to get stronger as we go through tomorrow, with windy conditions developing along the Rocky Mountain front. Gusts over 60 miles per hour will be possible later in the day. Then out across the plains, it will become breezy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour possible later in the day. Widespread gusty to strong winds are then expected Thursday night into Friday, with gusts over 40 miles per hour possible out across the plains, and gusts over 60 miles per hour will be possible along the Rocky Mountain front. The wind will die down as we head into Friday night. Low temperatures tonight are going to be on the mild side in most spots, mid to upper 30s and low to mid 40s, but along the eastern half of the high line will bottom out in the mid to upper 20s and low 30s. Unseasonably warm tomorrow, high temperatures are going to be in the 60s and low 70s, and a few locations may set a new record high temperature tomorrow. Then temperatures start to cool down as we head into Friday, but it will be another mild day. High temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees for most of us.